back, everyone. Let's continue this JavaScript interview preparation. Today we are going to solve two problems, Fizzbuzz and repeat string. These two problems are pretty much straightforward, but people do sometimes get it wrong, especially Fizzbuzz. In Fizzbuzz, you will be given a problem where you will be given number n and you have to print. If it's divisible by 3, you need to print fizz. If it is divisible by 5, you need to print buzz. And if it is divisible by both 3 and 5, you have to print fizzbuzz. Else, you have to print the number. So in this question, the order is very important. So when you are doing the modulo of number, divide that I modulo 5, I modulo 3, and the I modulo 3 and I modulo 5, then you have to make sure the highest number divisibility should come first, that is 15, followed by I, followed by 3 and 5. So you can also do, instead of I modulo 3 and I modulo 5, you can do I modulo 15, which is the product of 3 and 5. So let's write this function Fizzbuzz. You will be accepting n is the number here. Let console Fizzbuzz n, let's say 15, and we'll be using for loop where I is equal to 0, I less than, I should be 1 because we are going to print starting from 1, and I should be less than equal to 15, not 15, n is the number, whatever the number you will be passing, or whatever the number will be given to you, that will get passed it here, and I plus plus. So if I modulo 15 is equal to 0, then we will be printing Fizzbuzz. Else, if we check I modulo 3 is equal to 0, then print fizz. Else, if I modulo 5 is equal to 0, then print buzz. Else, print I, where I is the number. So here order is very important. When you will be checking if this modulo remainder will be 0, so you have to give the highest number in priority, else you will be getting wrong result, because I modulo 15 will never get a chance to get print if you are starting, if you start from 3 or 5. That's the reason it is very important to the order is very important here. So as you can see, the number divided by 3 is all this, number divided by 15 is Fizzbuzz. Let's console this, and before consoling we need to remove this console.log since we are already logging inside the function. So we are already consoling here in the function, so we had to remove this console from here, and then we have to log it in the terminal. Then we have to run this file. Now we get 1, 2, phase 4, buzz, phase 7, 8, 9, and 15 phase buzz, and the loop get terminated. So now here the second solution, which is more optimized. So let's say instead of using modulo itself takes some time, so it is not very efficient. So instead of that, let's write a Fizzbuzz 2 function Fizzbuzz 2, where we'll be accepting number n. Let counter 3 is equal to 0 and let counter 5 which is equal to 0. And now we'll be using for loop. Let's copy this and here we will be increasing the counter in each and every iteration. So it will be plus equal to 1 and counter of 5 plus equal to 1 and that result is equal to empty array. Now if counter 3 is equal to 3, then we will concatenate the string with fizz. If counter 5 is equal to 5, then we will concatenate with buzz. So, and finally we'll check if result is empty string, then we are going to log I as we will log the result. Let's call this and one more thing you need to do here is you need to increment after it reaches to 3, counter will be set to 0 and same thing here you need to do. Counter 5 will be set to 0. Let's run this. Now you can see you get the same answer 1 2 fizz 4 again 5 base. Here you can see that it is more efficient as well as you don't have to care about the order while you're checking it. So here counter will start, they will be counter 3 and 5, so it will start when as soon as the loop start, then it will be 1 2 3. As soon as 3 comes, it will, the result will become fizz, and after that counter 3 will be initiated to 0, and then counter 5 is still having, is still incrementing. So again 4 5, then fifth, when iteration fifth, in fifth iteration it will become 5 and buzz will be printed, sorry not whiz, buzz, and then again 5 will be set to 0, and while 5 set to 0, this tree have already been incremented to 2, right? Meanwhile, and then when you see it is printing Fizzbuzz at that point of time, if see this one in 12th it was fizz got printed because counter was 3, then counter was set to 0 here, and in 10 it was buzz, sorry this is biz got printed because of mistake here, but 10 when it was buzz the counter was set to 0. Now counters 5 become 1 2 3 4 5, it become buzz, and counter 3 from 12 if you see it was set to 0, then 13 14, that's 1 2 and 3. Now this point of time in 15 both counter 3 and counter 5 is meeting the condition where counter 3 count is 3 and counter 5 count is 5, so both got concatenated fizz and buzz, and you get the result fizz buzz. See, finally you get the result Fizzbuzz. That's what is Fizzbuzz. So this is quite optimized solution. If you write this solution, your interviewer will obviously will get more impressed seeing the optimized version of this Fizzbuzz problem. Now second is like, given a string and the second argument will be the number of times the string will be repeated. So suppose you have given a string is there, right? Okay, and 4 is the count that you need to repeat. How you're going to solve this? So this is pretty much easy. You can use while loop. Let's write a function first. Given string and str, which is denotes a string, and number of times you're going to repeat it. So let repeat string is empty here, while times is greater than 0, repeat string plus is equal to str times minus minus, and finally return repeat string. Okay, so let's comment the Fizzbuzz one and run this function. Okay, so we are returning here, not consoling, so we need to write console.log in this function call. So you can see already okay, it got printed 4 times. So this is pretty much easy. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please give a thumbs up and subscribe the channel. You will get the notification for the upcoming videos, and we'll be continuing this series soon. Thank you.